I went to see a therapist, and as we started speaking, she called in one of her colleagues, and they talked with me about TMS and suggested that I come over and visit with Dr. Cochran.
Mm-hmm.
I was crying, and I just couldn't gather my thoughts, and I just kept saying, I can't do this anymore, I can't do this anymore, I can't do this anymore. And at that point, she was like, hang on. And that's when we started talking about TMS.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that I struggled with before was just functioning, just getting out of bed, taking a shower, going to work. On the weekends, I wouldn't even leave the house. I would just stay home. When the workday was over, I couldn't wait to go home. I didn't want to go out with friends. I didn't want to do anything. I just basically couldn't function. Initially, I sent an email, actually, through the website, and M responded immediately and was very helpful. I bombarded the poor girl with several questions, but she was very helpful and made it very easy to schedule an appointment to come in and just look around before I even initially met with Dr. Cochran. When I first started the treatment, I was a little nervous because I didn't really know what to expect, but M was very comforting and made me feel comfortable. And then we went through the process of getting the machine in the right place, and once we did that, it wasn't, the first couple of times it was a little uncomfortable, but after that it really didn't bother me, and I actually looked forward to coming every day. I saw Dr. Cochran once a week throughout the TMS treatment. She would come in and check on me and ask me questions and have me fill out all the evaluation forms and just make sure everything was going well. And she also kind of helped me get started on, improving my lifestyle with exercise and diet. And yeah, I felt like it was starting to work after about 2 weeks. I could kind of tell a difference. After the first week, I did feel a little dip, and everyone assured me that was normal. And then after about 2 weeks, I started to feel different. I felt different in that it was easier to smile. It was easier to laugh. It was just, life was a little more pleasant. I didn't see everything as gray and dreary. Finishing the treatment, it was just like every week I got a little happier, I guess. I started to do more of the things that I enjoyed doing, reaching out to people to go have lunch or go out to dinner, and things that I hadn't done in years. And I actually returned phone calls, which I hadn't done in years. I always enjoyed exercising, but probably for the last 2 years, it was just something that I wanted to do it, but I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have the energy to do it. And after about 3 weeks in, I got to the point where I felt like, hey, I want to go exercise. I want to go to the gym, and I'm back at my old self as far as exercising, going out with friends. I used to turn down dinner invitations and going out for drinks, and then at that point, probably about 3 weeks in, I was like, hey, let's go grab lunch. Let's go out to dinner. And my favorite exercise is probably weight training, and then going to Warner Park. I don't really like to do cardio unless I'm outside. If I can go to Warner Park and run, that's great. I just actually have gotten up to 5 miles again. So after TMS, there was a bit of fear there of, oh my God, is this gonna work? Is this going to work? And then it just, Dr. Cochran was like, don't think about that. Just live your life. And so I just kind of kept going, and life is good. What are my plans? Probably make more friends. Would love to have a relationship, because depression definitely affected that part of my life. So I'm optimistic. I think things are going to be good. I was very nervous about the financial part because it is expensive. My insurance company initially doesn't cover it, but the Chuck with the practice was very helpful in working with me and working out a program. And I talked with family about it, and we all agreed, you know, if it was cancer, you would come up with the money. Depression's just as serious as cancer. So I made it work, and hopefully we can go through the process with the insurance company, and they'll see that it has helped me a lot and come back with a reimbursement. Just like to say, with my previous doctor that I had been seeing, I had begged her. I'm like, because there has to be something. There has to be something. With technology today, there has to be something. And she would just throw pills at me. Pills, 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 pills. And they might work for 2 or 3 months. They might not. I gained 20 pounds on them. And I'm like, there has to be something. And, you know, I tried to research, and TMS doesn't come up a lot on searches on the internet. So I was very thankful when I saw this counselor and they suggested it and gave me the DVD and said, read this, and encouraged me to explore it. So I would encourage people to continue to research and reach out, because there is help.
Yeah.
This is when I'll get teary, but Dr. Cochran was amazing, because she understood. And she didn't, like my other psychiatrists would be like, well, you have to exercise 4 days a week, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And you can't tell a depressed person that because they don't do it.
Yeah.
And Dr. Cochran was just like 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day. 1 fruit or vegetable. You know, it was very realistic.
You could do that.
I could do it. And she really means a lot to me, the longer that I've known her, because she really helped me. She really did. I would say, for all intents and purposes, she probably saved my life.